seen this before.
Okay, so we got some horror elements going on.
What is this?
Ignore that.
Yikes.
Ignore that. It will end.
What?
Now, our first question, 1 + 1.
Equals 2.
Yes.
2.
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon.
What the f?
Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well
What?
done, Simon.
What?
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon.
Uh-oh. Here's the social commentary.
What is 3 × 3?
Okay, so it's not 9.
Yes.
9.
Wrong. Yes, Penelope.
Gender equality.
Very good, Penelope.
Is this a joke?
Do you think
Is
gender?
this a joke?
You think gender equality is a joke?
Ooh,
Is this a
yikes.
maths class?
Don't be so racist.
What?
You think gender equality is a joke?
No, this is a joke.
Maths class?
Don't be so racist.
I just asked a question.
It,
We don't ask
it's
questions.
like making me angry
Questions are
and cringe at the same time.
Questions are offensive.
Oh no. Is this like making fun of like liberals?
Is this supposed to be like a poke at like my generation for being like snowflakes or whatever?
I trust you've all completed your research assignments. And remember, the person with the highest mark will be flying to New York to present their paper at the World Mathematics Summit. Well done, Penelope. 6 out of 10. You too, Simon. 6 out of 10.
I don't. Does she give everybody the same?
Unfortunately, Sunshine, your research assignment is only worth a 1 out of 10.
Jesus. Overachiever.
I've used Fourier transform and mathematical methods in electronics to analyze the electrodiagrams of
Oh my gosh.
stations and calculate their risk of experiencing a...
I mean, good for him.
7.
You barely even read it.
You used red pen.
What?
Red is considered offensive in many religions.
Why would you belittle everything down to a singular color?
You can tell that they're trying to like mock millennial culture. Ooh, oh, that's deep. Oh, I like this. I'm into this.
Okay, fine. 7 out of 10, but that still means I get to go to the summit, right?
The marking process isn't over yet.
This is crazy. This is interesting.
We live in a society based on equality. The total amount of marks are to be divided equally among our students.
You've got to be kidding me.
God, there's so many things going through my brain right now, and I don't know what I can say without getting in trouble.
We're all average.
But then who gets to go to the summit?
Oh, we haven't added our privilege points yet.
What? Check your privilege, boys.
You are female, so that's +1 privilege point. However, you are white, so that's -1.
I'm also bisexual.
+1.
What? How is bisexual a privilege point?
Unfortunately, you're straight, white, and male.
And cisgendered.
Yes, so that's -4 privilege points, which leaves you with a total score of 1.
It's only fair.
Wow, I mean, that you just messed up by being born, I guess.
Now you're male, and I don't like you. So
Isn't the whole point not to be offensive? And then you say you don't like them?
But you are brown and sexually ambiguous, so that leaves you with a total score of 5.
Wait, why am I sexually ambiguous?
And
Why am I sexually ambiguous?
finally, Sunshine.
I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm Asian, I'm overweight, I'm lower class, I'm unintelligent, unattractive, I've got hairs on my nipples, and I also got body odor, and I can't really run properly or tie my shoelaces by myself.
Aw, that's a 10 out of 10.
That's 13 privilege points. That leaves you with a total score of 18 out of 10. Well done, Sunshine. You're going to New York.
Even though he had like the lowest grade at first.
They've just written equality and drawn love hearts on a piece of paper.
He expressed himself, and it's beautiful.
He didn't even spell equality correctly.
We don't discriminate.
Don't be mean to Sunshine.
You think you're so great with your maths and your science and your facts?
It's a math class.
Feelings are more important than facts.
Yeah! This is wrong. You're all crazy.
Stop violating me with your different opinions.
I have the right to speak my mind.
Exactly. We have the right not to be offended.
And that's more important.
Yeah, this is definitely making fun of like super left, super liberals, like equality's everything.
You don't stop verbally assaulting us, we will be forced to attack you in self-defense.
Can't do that.
Actually, we have every right to do so.
And it's illegal for you to fight back.
Yeah.
This is insane.
To die a noble social justice warrior. Death!
Jesus. Oh my gosh. And it starts all over again. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Ignore that.
Oh, that was wild. Oh, I liked that.
Whoever made this video, mad props.
I understand a satire. It's like meant to be dramatized and stuff. Like I totally understand that, but I understand that sometimes it's too extreme, like PC culture. I like have realized that people have the right to say whatever they like.
So that short film is titled Modern Educayshun, with shun spelled S-H-U-N.
Shun, like also shunning, not just that they're stupid and spelled it wrong.
What do you think the video was trying to say?
I think they don't like the idea that we're kind of more lenient towards minorities. They think that people might want just blanket equality all around, and that's not a thing, and it shouldn't be a thing.
He's trying to poke fun at people who, you know, are social justice warriors in a sense. Above generations think my generation are like, they need safe spaces and like there's snowflakes and yada yada yada.
Definitely it's extra just because like this doesn't actually happen, but it's also accurate in the sense that there are people that think like this and want the world to be like that.
There is a big issue with censorship right now. There is this whole thing where people get offended if you don't agree with them, and they'll just say, shut the up, you stupid snowflake. It's on both sides of the spectrum. It's not just one side.
So this, in a way, is talking about a potential reality where free speech, or lack thereof, can lead. Do you personally feel that free speech rights are taken away to some degree due to political correctness being a part of our culture, or do you not feel that way?
I think free speech has always been kind of fickle because you do want everybody to have the right to express themselves, but you also don't want them to go out and attack other people.
Just being like an unbiased person and listening to what people say and just either agree or disagree. You don't have to agree with what these people are saying, but just taking it in and educating yourself about what other opinions there are out there is important.
Nowadays, in order to be politically correct, you don't say kind of what you want to say, or you don't speak your mind and things that you would want to speak your mind at to be politically correct. But sometimes being politically correct isn't getting the message across.
The only way I could ever see anyone actually genuinely being able to express their feelings on a topic is if everyone within that group that was on that debate was level-headed and could talk on a calm level, understanding, intellectual level. But no, everyone's like, I don't like that person. Ah, you're offensive and like, bitch, no. Give them benefit of the doubt. Get to know the person before you start accusing them of some bullshit.
So in colleges, this is an issue that has sometimes even gotten violent when some controversial speakers come to speak to students.
Oh, UC schools? Never heard of them.
That was Milo Yiannopoulos at Berkeley.
There's a poll conducted where 54% of students said that climate on their campus prevents some people from saying what they believe because other students, faculty members, or administration might find it offensive.
No f***ing doubt. I agree with that 100%.
What are your thoughts on how more than half of students at some schools feel like they can't say what they believe?
I think that it's wrong, and I think that everyone should be given the opportunity to be able to say their opinion and not be shunned for that.
We need to stop suppressing people, and we need to like encourage people to open up. Which is hard because you don't want to listen to something that you so fundamentally disagree with. It inhibits like healthy discussion, because if we're just hearing the same things all the time and we're just preaching the same things and like we're only listening to people saying things that we agree with and we're like, yeah, like okay, got it. That doesn't like expand our viewpoints or anyone else's.
There like should be some aspect of trigger warnings. If someone, you know, obviously has had really bad experiences with like sexual abuse, there might be validity in saying, hey, there's gonna be like a discussion of rape in this conversation, but not to the point where it's like trigger warning, we're discussing soy products, so if you have an allergy to beans, please stay away for your own health.
Everyone's supposed to be allowed to say what they believe, but you're not. Because, hey, you should be able to be yourself, say how you feel, express yourself. Oh, but wait, you're expressing yourself might offend someone. Don't say that. No, you're gonna hurt someone's feelings. I know people, or have seen people that are Trump supporters, but won't bring it up or say anything about it because immediately everyone around them will attack.
So we are in Los Angeles, where a lot of people, and likely most of you in this episode, lean more liberal. But it has been found in some studies that free speech tends to be stifled substantially more when it's a conservative viewpoint from people who are liberal.
Yeah, it's definitely harder for conservatives in California to kind of speak their mind just because of how liberal it is.
So as a teenager today, how do you feel about the state of society in your generation in terms of how people do view and discuss opposing viewpoints?
Oh boy, that was a big question. I really like to think it's not my generation, but it's becoming more and more apparent that it is.
I know a lot more people who are unwilling to hear about it than I am. I was just raised that way. Like, my dad, despite being conservative, is very like, you need to like have your viewpoints open, versus I think like I have only met a handful of people who would listen to, especially in political views, people like Trump supporters. They will, like a lot of my liberal friends will not listen to anything a Trump supporter may say in regards to politics.
There have been instances where I've been on the show and I've said something and then I've gotten like tons of DMs and like comments that were like personally attacking me. It's like, hey, this was my opinion. If you do want to argue with me or discuss it with me, I will be more than happy to.
I don't want to let myself like somebody who I find out later deep down is racist or homophobic. Do I value their opinion? No. I think it's trash. But they probably think mine is trash. And do I want them to listen to it? 100%. I want to yell in their face. It's important to listen to them because you want them to listen to you.
So back to this video, do you think that the way things are headed, that elements of what the video portrays is unrealistic, or do you feel like some elements are valid and worth thinking about more?
I definitely think it's a complete exaggeration.
There's elements that like, you know, like sometimes people feel like they can't really say what they want to. There's a lot of intricacies that we overlook by completely shutting off the other side.
It's kind of reality that we live in nowadays. It's gonna be very difficult. I feel like it's gonna be very difficult down the line if we don't, I don't know, fix it or respect each other's opinions.
It's happened, not to that extreme. Obviously it's a bit of a hyperbole. I was near Berkeley when those riots happened, so I got to hear all about that. If you're trying to convince someone to switch sides, saying F you is not gonna do it. You have to have an open-minded discussion, take different points of views, and if you may not even change their mind, and that's okay.
I think everyone can agree that that is too much. Like, even like super left-wing liberals will agree that that's too much, and that's not what they're trying to say, but even though that's what they preach. I don't think that that's what the future holds, honestly, but we could see something kind of like around it, which is scary.
Thanks for watching this episode of Teens React.
New videos come out almost every day, so hit that bell.
Keep the conversation going about free speech in the comments below.
Bye, guys.